My girlfriend met my family for the first time and I'm pretty sure we are going to break up now. Some background info. Me, M23, first ever relationship. Her, F27, not her first relationship. I'm a product of generational poverty. My family has never ever been rich. She comes from a normal family. On the weekend she met my family for the first time and suffice to say I've never been more embarrassed or humiliated. It was a mess. My mother went into way too much detail about everything in what seemed like an attempt to scare off my girlfriend, but I know it wasn't. The core values my GF has of education and ambition aren't met by my family. All of them expect for me and my little brother live on government payouts and are happy with that. I'm sure I need more info here and I'm happy to reply to comments, but I don't know what to do. Not seeing my family isn't an option as she wants to have the family from both sides of the relationship, but she can't see us one day taking the kids. We don't have any yet. There. Update. Thank you everyone. It's been a very emotional couple of days. I spent most of yesterday just crying and working. Thanks for the hugs. I can now confirm after much discussion she has said she doesn't want to break up and that I'm not worth giving up. She will communicate with her sister to find the best way of breaking this to the rest of her family. That's upsetting. You aren't your family, she's in a relationship with you, so as long as you share her values it shouldn't be a problem. Emo. I do work full time. I have goals and ambitions, but I just don't know if it's enough. Maybe I'm not understanding. So she met your family, has seen how hard you work to overcome the shortcomings of your situation, and now wants to leave. I mean, am I missing something? Best I can give is that she's having trouble thinking about how she would talk to her family about my family. When they ask what do his parents do, she has to reply with nothing. First off, talk to your girlfriend. If you're worried about something, you're going to the best answers that way. I nor anyone else knows what she is thinking. Second, your family does not define you. They helped shape who you are, but you are you. Just because your family comes from poverty does not mean that is what is in your future. It might give you the ambition and the desire to rise up and do better for yourself. It might give you the drive you need to be successful without any type of assistance. Family will embarrass you, that is for sure a given. But if and when you have children and get a house, you can always invite your in-laws to your house. Just remember your girlfriend fell in love with you, and hopefully your girlfriend and family will get to like each other as time passes. I know some family put on a front at first to make sure the SO is good enough in their eyes. I came from a life of poverty and much of my family is racist, uneducated and embarrassing as well. My husband comes from a well-educated, upper-class family. The amount of times I've heard you came from that is numerous. We don't choose what families we are born into, but we choose our futures. Be proud of the work you've put into making a better future for yourself, not embarrassed of a childhood you couldn't control. Your GF should recognize that you've had some obstacles you had to overcome and be proud of you for that. She should be talking you up to her family about how resilient and awesome you are for paving your own future. Everyone has family issues, some more than others. Just realize you can't change where you've come from, but you can put in work to have a better future. Hopefully your GF recognizes your qualities and can appreciate them despite some of your family. Define normal family. Most of the famics are fucked up in some way, even the ones that look perfect. My brother is pissed that I didn't tell him about an opportunity at university until the deadline to apply passed. What should I do? For context, my twin and I are currently studying abroad in the same university in the same faculty, and living in the same rented apartment. This semester, I started taking modules towards a minor in a subject that I've an interest in. Parks management. Smiles, and he absolutely blew his lid when he found out because I didn't give him the opportunity to even think through about what we were going to take. The thing is, I didn't tell him that I was applying for approval from our home faculty to take the minor because I knew he would try to guilt me out of it or try to persuade me to switch to another minor that he could take too. He has thus far been the one making the call for the major decisions in our lives. But I could have given him time to process the information and an opportunity to also apply. We haven't been talking since then. Kinda feel bad now, but not bad enough to be the first to apologize. What should I do? Let me know if I should just suck it up and say sorry. Thank you. Unless you two are conjoined twins, you don't need to be doing the same things all the time. Especially when it comes to your careers. You can't be joined at the hip forever. You and your brother are not a single unit. You both need to develop who you are as a person and not as a twin. You could both do with some separation. Twin here. You and your twin, although can be very similar, are also very different people who have different interests. You guys don't need to spend your life together making life choices together. No matter what, you guys will always have that bond no one else does. But you should be clear with your brother this is what you wanted, so you're going to pursue it, and that he should also pursue what he wants. You have a seriously unhealthy codependency on your twin. Looks like you're working to break that, which is a good start. What we were taking for an individual, not a pair. Time to get rid of this mindset. A good therapist would probably be best to help with this. He absolutely blew his lid when he found out because I didn't give him the opportunity to even think through about what we were going to take. What is this we were going to take bullshit? Why is he at university if he cannot make decisions on his own? What's going to happen when you apply for and get a job? Is he going to throw a tantrum because he didn't also get a job there? Too much sex is causing a massive divide between my girlfriend, 24F, and me, 21M. All we do is have sex and I don't want that. At first the sex was great, but it's become too much. He wants sex 24/7. We wake up, sex, we go to bed, sex, then sleep. On my days off nothing gets done because we're just having sex all day. Even when we're not having sex she's texting me lewd pics and suggestive texts. This is too much. The other day we went shopping and the entire time she's trying to flash me or rub up against me. What was supposed to be a quick trip ended up with us having sex in a stall. I could have been caught. I didn't want this to happen, but it's hard to say no to her. Really, she acts like what I've done is some personal affront and is devastated when we don't have sex. Like flat out sobbing. It's all we do is have sex. Sex, sex, sex. I'm so fucking sick of it. It's just frustrating. Am I being entitled? Even on our first date we ended up having sex. We had barely known each other for all of an hour before we were naked. I'm exhausted and I am now struggling to care anymore. Can't keep going on like this. How can I get her to relax? To maybe just chill with the non-stop wanting to have sex? Check out Sex Addicts Anonymous. Sounds a little bit like hypersexuality. It is a symptom of bipolar disorder where sex and sexual activities become an compulsive behavior and a coping mechanism. Maybe it would be good for her to see a therapist. They could help with sex addiction too. Hypersexual persona over here, raised hand. For someone like me, sex is coping mechanisms, addiction. Most of the time there is something deeper than me just being horny. Once I learned how to deal with my problems, I got hypersexuality under the control. Perfectly happy now with having sex once or twice a week. Sparkles, therapy, sparkles. Do you have a friendship with her? Is there anything you enjoy doing together that isn't sex? It genuinely sounds like your GF might be a sex addict. All of the signs are there. She needs to seek help. That does explain why she is constantly masturbating. Seriously, I get 5 to 6 videos daily of her masturbating. How is that possible? She even masturbates at work on her breaks and lunch. I don't know how the fuck she handles that.